I'm not going to waste your time. The very advice that I'm going to give to you on this video is leverage your strengths and outsource your weaknesses. You see, people don't want to see your weaknesses on the internet. They want to see a stranger who's at their faces with the very best thing he has on his arsenal. And they want to love that person for it. And so, when you think from a third person perspective, that's how you got to operate in order to create your personal brand on the internet. You want to focus on how the market works. You want to see what the people want. And just for example, let's say if you hop onto YouTube, you wouldn't want to see a person who doesn't even go to the gym giving you advices on how to increase your PR and the best diet plan. But at the same time, if Arnold Schwarzenegger were to give you that advice, you wouldn't miss out on that, right? So that is how it works, and that is what you want to build as a personal brand. Now, of course, before you can actually leverage your strengths, you want to know what strengths you have in the first place. And you might even end up asking yourself, like, I have so many interests. I want to do this too, I want to do that too, this and that, all sorts of things. You might have a lot of interests. And in my opinion, that's a very good thing because many people don't have any interest that can make them long-term profit at all. So yeah. Now, this is what causes a lot of confusion in many people, in most people. Like having many interests leads to not taking any action in a single one of them. And so if you're one of those people, what you want to do is just list down your interests. Let's say you have 5 interests, list them all down on a note paper. And then look at them, go through all of those interests, right? And see how your life has been. Just think about it for a while, and then you can easily point out those strong points and there are weak points, right? And that's when you know that, when you can distinguish between your good points and your bad points. Well, maybe it's not entirely bad, maybe it's not entirely good as well, but even if it's slightly stronger, even if it's slightly weaker, you can easily distinguish between the strong points and the weak points you have. And so when you do that, just don't worry about increasing the level of your weakness, right? Don't worry about expanding through your weakness. Just focus on building your strength. Eliminate your weakness, and much better way to do it is outsource your weakness to other people. Let's say in your interest you have fitness and you have public speaking as well. And you might not be very good at public speaking, but you're very good at fitness. So you want to make videos, you want to make your brand based on the fitness and outsource the public speaking to someone else. Because when you outsource your weakness to someone else, both of you guys are linked together. You come together, you work together. And that's how you learn public speaking as well, while also maintaining and leveraging your strengths. You don't focus on your weakness, someone else is doing it for you, while also giving you the lessons on public speaking. And that's how you increase the value of your brand through your fitness, through your strength, while also learning public speaking along the way. And so outsourcing is a fantastic way to do it. It's the best way to eliminate your weakness from your arsenal and actually leverage your strengths as a whole. So that's key point number 1. Find out what your strengths are and leverage them fully. But of course, if you're a person like me who's stubborn as hell and who just doesn't get the idea of, focusing on your strengths and not doing the things that you are interested in, but that's not your strong point and all kinds of stuffs. Because for me, all of my 5 interests, let's say we're talking about 5 interests in this video, right? All of my 5 interests, I had no strong point in those. And if you're a person like me who is stubborn as hell and who wants to do the thing that he's most interested in despite the odds, then that brings us to key point number 2. That is utilizing the thing that you're most interested in and actually making it your most strong point. And so for that, you need to figure out the one thing, not more than that, just one thing that you're most interested in and that you will do till the end of your days. Just one thing. And it doesn't matter, even if it's your weak point or something like that. If you're stubborn like me, you will make it happen no matter what. So don't worry about that, right? Just focus on building that particular interest, one thing that you're interested in. Because personally, for me, when I started out, when I started posting videos on the internet, music was the weakest link of all that I had. Literally the weakest of all. But it was the thing that I was most interested in. And so, like I said, I'm stubborn as hell, and I work like day and night every single day. And now at this point, music is not just the thing that I'm most interested in, but it's my core strength, and it comes at the top of all the strengths I have. Let's say the fitness, let's say this making video, all of that put aside. Music comes on top of that, and that is my core strength. And so what you want to do is similar to that, work hard enough to make that interest, the one thing that you're most interested in, into converting into your core strength. Because you need strengths to leverage your brand either ways, to increase the level of your brand either ways. You need strength. And so if you don't have any strength, or if you're stubborn like me, then you want to develop your strength from your weakness, and you want to work hard enough for it while minimizing and outsourcing all of your weaknesses. Just remove all of your weaknesses, remove all the clutter, remove all the extra shit, and just focus on building that one particular thing, that one strength, that one core strength that you will have for the rest of your life. So yeah, that's key point number 2. Your focus has to be on that one very thing, nowhere else. Just one thing, laser focused. And yeah, that's it for the video. Key point number 1, key point number 2, based on what kind of person you are, you can leverage your strengths or actually work on one particular thing. That's it for the video. That's how we build your personal brand on the internet. Good luck.